Welcome back to 3SN's Road to the Final Four podcast series, breaking down each and every conference tournament on the way to the big dance to see who will get the automatic bid and whose bubbles might just have burst. We're on our way to filling that field of 68 by first going through each conference tournament. I'm James Dotson, and tonight we want to look at the Southern Conference. Now, SoCon has been dominated by Davidson pretty much since the Stephen Curry days. They are the defending regular season champions, the defending tournament champions, and it feels like it's been that way for almost a decade now. And they are the overwhelming favorites yet again to get that automatic bid for the NCAA tournament. We'll look at a couple teams that have a chance to knock them off, but first let's talk about the Davidson Wildcats. They have not lost a game since January 14th. They lost to Georgia Southern in that game. Since then, they've won 14 straight games, including defeating Georgia Southern in that rematch. The season finale, they beat them by 35. Now, one of the reasons the Wildcats have been so good this year is the play of a couple of foreigners. Chris Zarapovich, he only averages 9 points per game, but he dishes out 5 assists each game, shoots 40% from beyond the arc. And I'm also a huge fan of Nick Cochran. He averages 9.8 points per game, and he shoots himself 48% from three-point land. But even more impressive than 48% from three-point land, you do not foul this guy from the line at the end of a game. He shoots 95% from the charity stripe. Now, these two prototypical team players will be the big reason for Davidson's success. They have been all year round, and I don't expect that to change. They also have Jay Cohen, who leads the team 15 points per game. He's a 6'10 senior. He's been consistent all year round down low for the Wildcats. He's the reason more than anything that I think Davidson could be an intriguing upset pick come NCAA tournament time. They would likely play probably a 3 or a 4 seed in that first round. And if they get matched up with a team, say, like a Michigan, it doesn't have much of an inside presence. And it's not just Michigan, it's many teams this year. That's just the one that sticks out. I would easily take Davidson to advance because, believe it or not, mid-majors, some of them, have a bigger inside presence than some of these power conference teams. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We need to first look at this SoCon tournament, make sure they get through it first. The best team to give Davidson any sort of problems, I think, will be the Charleston Cougars. They're 20-9 this year, and I guess we'll see just how good Adeji Baru is. He's a 6'9 forward. He's from the Ivory Coast. He could finally have his chance to shine, especially when he's playing against some smaller and less athletic forwards that they have in the conference. I have a really good feeling that you're going to hear Baru's name probably mispronounced more times than not over the next couple of years. Now, Charleston also has a senior, Andrew Lawrence. He's from London. He's about as consistent of a leader that a team could ever ask for. He leads the team very consistently, very balanced, 13 points per game. And he also leads the team with 4 dimes per game. If Baru and Lawrence step up, the inside-out presence could be enough to take down Davidson. But I don't see it happening. I think the Wildcats defeat Charleston for the 3rd time this year in the title game, and they end up probably as the 12-13 seed. And if that happens, think very long about taking this balanced Davidson team, because they have that inside presence, to possibly make a run as far as the Sweet 16. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Well, that's it for breaking down the Southern Conference, or should we call it the Davidson Conference Tournament. Now follow us on Twitter at 3S Network to keep tabs on everything going on in the college basketball world and in the sports world in general. And on our website, of course, 360sportsnetwork.com. Thanks for tuning in to the 3SN Road to the Final Four special, where we hope to make your brackets be the very best they can be. I'm James Dotson. Have a good evening.